Hi guys, it's Monika Blunder, makeup artist, and I'm here with Pinch Me.
Molly Sims.
It's really her. I know I did not just make her look like Molly Sims, it is actually the Molly Sims, and I'm just so thrilled that my longtime amazing friend and client who I adore more than anything has agreed today to do a video with me. And I'm going to show you guys in this video how I did a daytime look on Molly.
A lot of tips, a lot of tricks. You're going to learn the Molly makeup, as Monika calls it.
And we give you tons of, our experiences from doing makeup for so many years, what we've learned. And then also Molly has an amazing site herself. It's www.mollysims.com.
It's a great lifestyle blog. It's all about beauty and fashion and fitness and health and just, being the best you can be.
And being a mom.
And it's so fun. This video is really a hands-on video to show you, what you can do, some of my favorite products. And I think you're going to like the Molly makeup.
I think so too. And please don't forget to follow Molly and me on Instagram. Give us some thumbs up on this video and leave some comments and let us know what you think about this video. And maybe we can do something again in the future for you guys. And thanks for watching. I asked you actually yesterday if you could just bring some of your favorite makeup products with you today. And I'm working out of your own makeup bag today. You brought me this Giorgio Armani product, which I'm not familiar about.
So it's a great product that I found, believe it or not, at Duty Free. And what I love about it, even when she's applying it underneath my eye, the great thing about
like cooling.
It's
almost.
cooling.
Yeah.
So it's a great, if you've had a little bit too much salt the night before, a little bit too much wine, it's a great product to kind of shrink all the little blood vessels inside and kind of pull it in so you don't have as puffy eyes. It's something that I use pretty much on a normal basis first thing when I get up in the morning.
And I am actually now going over with my Touche Éclat foundation by Yves Saint Laurent, and I'm mixing two colors, B60 and B40.
It's really good to have two foundations that you can really mix.
For like winter and summer.
But if you see how much she's really getting it into the skin, the key is really make your foundation.
I'm using two brushes. So I'm applying it with the foundation brush, but I really do love like something like a kabuki brush like that, because what this does, it just buffs the foundation in and it makes it look more natural. A lot of foundations these days have too much SPF in it, and so what it does, the SPF on the red carpet with the flash, it flashes back on you, so sometimes you look too white. The people who are watching our video today, because I'm sure there's a lot of brides, not everyone is a celebrity obviously and is being photographed all the time, but I think for brides it's important, like when you're doing your best pictures of, you're going to look at those photos for the rest of your life. Remember then not to use a foundation with too much SPF. And it's hard to find. Like Armani doesn't have a lot of SPF in this one. I'm not going to put too much foundation underneath the eye. I just did a little bit just to get the same color there. I'm always like less is more, especially when you are getting a little bit older. All right, so we're gonna move into your brows. I'm gonna just, put a little bit of my Anastasia product, and it's the medium ash. I just really love this pencil. That is just a foolproof product for me, and I use it.
It's got a waxy substance, so it's a little bit more foolproof.
Yeah. And it just glides on.
But notice how she's doing it. You probably can't see it, but she's not really pressing down very hard. She's going in between the hairs.
And I'm kind of just drawing fine little strokes. So I'm pretending I'm drawing little hairs. And it's also important to brush them afterwards. Right. And then that way also it just blends into your natural brow.
Brows are so important. You don't think about them, but I always say once a month, try to get them done professionally, or at least, really try to clean up.
We're going to move on to your eyes, Molly. And I think I would love to...
Do you want to show this product that's been beaten up?
Somewhere in my makeup bag, but this is Molly's.
This is my own personal, and it looks very beat up, but I use it.
I have the exact same color, and it's
Golden Musk.
Golden Musk by Tom Ford.
This is a great palette. It's kind of a universal that you can definitely wear at night if you darken it up and use more of the chocolate brown.
The chocolate brown.
But this is also a great palette that goes great for day and night.
For during the day, I'm using those two colors. I might mix a little bit of the darker brown in there, but I'm starting off with this color over here all over her eyelid. And for that, I'm putting it on a MAC 217 brush. We did your lashes earlier because we wanted to save a little bit time, so I did put in some individual lashes in Molly's eyes. What I love with the Tom Fords, they have such a great pigment, so I use like usually one of their like more sparkly ones, like this one. It's like this color. I'll just use my finger, my middle finger, and I'll just dab it.
Just in the center.
Just in the center. And what that does, if you open your eye, it just gives that perfect little highlight to your eye.
And a lot of these colors that, you know, Monika's showing you, and I think a lot of the colors that I'm drawn to, they're kind of foolproof colors, unless you know, like what she's going to do now, which, you know, takes a little bit more expertise. But these are things that you can apply with a finger. You can apply with, you know, a brush. You can really kind of not mess up.
But what I'm doing right now is I'm using the darker color, and I'm mixing it in with the little shimmery color we've used before. And I always love Molly with a little bit of something on the bottom lash line. And we always do it a little bit messier. We never make it too perfect. And that's something I've learned from you. Yeah. And this dome brush is perfect for it. And then we can also do the same thing on the upper lash line. I'll just go close, just a little bit right here. And we'll drag it up a little bit. And then maybe bring it even a little bit right in here, like this V, the reverse V. And then we'll blend it with the brush from earlier. Everyone always asks, what's the perfect mascara? Right. And I think it's a personal preference. Some people like a thinner brush. Some people like, these are more...
Yeah, what kind of brush is this?
It's more of like... It's a silicone brush. Silicone. And that was a trend for quite a while, that a lot of the mascaras came out with the silicone brushes. It's just a different way of picking up your natural lashes. I like this one because the shape of it, it's thicker and then it goes thinner.
You kind of get both in one.
And you get both in one, and it's really great. The thinner area right here is great for the front area, you know, and then the thicker area right here is perfect to pick up the end lashes. You always love to do a few coats, right?
I love a few coats.
Yeah. And I think it's important if you do a few coats is to apply it, you know, in steps. Right. So take your time with it. Like put one coat on, let it dry a little bit, maybe comb it out, do another step, you know, like really take your time with mascara. And I'm also a big fan of curling your lashes, but because we've already done some individual lashes earlier, we don't need to do that today.
People ask me what's the one product I would take with me on a desert island?
Yeah, or on, exactly.
It would be an eyelash curler.
Eyelash curler. But then we need the mascara.
I know.
2 in 1.
Listen, I have to say, like, I'm going to admit to something, and a lot of people don't know this, but I use Latisse, and, you know,
Why not to admit it? You're one of the first people who told me about it.
It's so good. I don't use it every day, but it definitely, you know, gives me a little volume. It's definitely in terms of length. But I really love it, and it really, really works for me.
Yeah, I agree. And
I love this. What is this?
This is for the bottom lashes, which I love. It's by Clinique.
I love that.
It's so affordable. You're actually really good with doing your own mascara, and I always give you the mascara to do it. Because
not today.
Yeah, today I'm doing it. But the key in doing mascara is you have to go really close to the lash line.
Look at the difference. Like, can you see the difference just from this eye to this eye?
It just opens your eyes. Like me, on the other hand, I cannot wear mascara on. It just kind of drags my eye down. But like you look so good with mascara on the bottom lash line.
And sometimes when I'm feeling tired, I will add like either a cream or kind of a white liner inside the eye to kind of wake my eye up.
That's such a good trick.
Which is a great trick to know, especially like if you've had a long day and you kind of just need like a little bit more bright.
Or if you're a little bit red, you know. And then I think it's important to comb them out. And this is my favorite tool by MAC. And it's a little comb, and it also comes with this little brush for your eyebrows. But I mainly use the comb, which I love, because you don't want clumpy lashes. I think that's one thing. It's not a very attractive look. So I want to talk about the way how we do your blush, because this is something...
So this is my trick. So what I do...
if I would be contouring you right now, I would even make you even more narrow.
Right.
So
So I kind of do the opposite. So I
doing the
take it just
opposite.
a little bit in here. And you can just
And the color is important.
a tap. You can see the color. And if you can, I can just,
it's basically almost like underneath your eyes, just a little bit, and we're bringing it over the tip of your nose. And it's almost like the sun is like hitting your face right there. The other thing I wanted to talk about is that this color is discontinued.
Right.
But
so I found this color, which has a little bit more of the pigment, a little bit more red.
Yeah.
But it's called, I think, chocolate milk. Is that right? No, milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate, but it's so similar.
But it's very similar.
It's
and
very
again,
similar.
just a tad. You don't need a lot.
Yeah.
And you could also do this with like a little bit of a darker
A
foundation.
little bit of a darker foundation.
Or you could do
would
with a
work.
little bit of a powder bronzer.
And also you can take a little bit of
Right.
a brush, which I'm going to do a little
Right.
bit more because you did it without a mirror. Basically, I'm just going to go from here, go over, and then I'm applying it a little bit more even right in here.
So when people
just
say that
warms up
sun-kissed
your
look,
face.
but it really warms up and it, I don't know, it kind of pulls everything together instead of like
Yeah.
just focusing the eyes or just focusing on the nose or the mouth or the cheeks. It kind of
Yeah,
softens
it's
my face
so,
a little.
So pretty on you. We want to also bring a little bit of a color in, and you look so good in this type
I
of
know it
pink.
scares most people, but it's Pale Pink by Bobbi Brown. Kevin
I love
Aucoin
it.
makes a beautiful one.
Yeah.
But this is kind of my go-to thing. I also love
I know.
Stila makes a great one. I
Stila
think
makes really good
Peony.
ones, yeah. Chanel just came out with
Chanel.
some really good cream
Right.
blushes, but this is
Little goes a long
yeah.
way.
And we put this again on the brush, or you can do it with your fingers, and we just put it like right on the apples of your cheeks. And it just gives you this really pretty, like, flushed color.
My husband thinks I'm crazy because honestly, I will put so much on before we go out. And he's like, oh, look in the mirror. You have too much on. I'm like, I won't in like 15 minutes.
It'll come down.
It'll come down because my makeup sings on me. I think
Yeah.
it's just my skin.
You
I
just
think I'm a
know.
little dehydrated.
But you really do. I remember when I did your makeup for your wedding, I wanted it to be the most perfect makeup ever. And I just
Monica, do I have enough blush on? Do I have enough blush on? I was like sweating, crying. She was like, oh my God, I was a disaster.
No. And I'm going to put a little bit of powder on. And Molly, this is a powder I think you need to get.
This is her secret weapon.
I know. I love this powder by Tom Ford. And it's translucent. And it's just like, I know it looks a little bit yellow, but when you put it on, I love the color. We're just applying in the T-zone area. Like, you know, in between the nose. Keep this area nice and creamy. And a little bit underneath your eyes. Not too much powder again. And then we're going to do a lip on you, Molly. Yeah.
I love these. They're called Chubby Sticks.
God, they're
and
so
I think the
great.
color is, this one is Heaping Hazelnut, number 9. And it's kind of a really good
Like
universal
beigey,
color.
universal color. You can apply them so easily. It's like a lip liner all over your lip. And this one has a really nice like moisture to it. And then you can even put a little bit of this gloss by Dior, which is so pretty, on top of it.
If you practice enough and you get it down and you can know when to go less on the eye or know when you go to, to do a little bit more, you can really do this makeup quite quickly.
Quickly, I agree.
Because there's not really any hard lines.
There's no hard lines. The individual lashes, maybe that's a little bit of something, you know.
Right.
You don't have to do every single day.
No, I do not have lashes every single day.
Yeah, we wanted to make this very
I did it
special.
for you.
Exactly. But this would be our amazing daytime makeup look.
Voila!